Hello, fuckers. It is I. Welcome back to FTRL. It's been a very, very, very long time since you've heard my voice, and I thought like I'd start it in style. We are here for GT1, week number 8 of season 22. And as you can see, it be quite damp. Witchell's still going to win, so I'm going to get that out early. And I'll be honest with you, lads. Make-A-Wish got in touch with me and said, we have this special little kid who wants to come and do commentary with you. And I said, for fuck's sake, please, not Mike. And they said, yeah, it's Mike. I sort of said, okay. So, hi, Mike.
Hello. You
Hello.
just can't keep away from me, can you, Aaron?
Well, I try my best to, Mike, I'll be honest. I do try my best.
I just keep coming back.
Yeah.
How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. It's, I'll be honest, I'm slightly disheartened. I've you know, there's 70 people on the Discord. I've ended up with you. But no, I'm good, mate. How are you? Are we going to start?
I'm alright, mate. I'm alright. I suppose that's down to Mr. Lee Cole, who's lobby host.
Yeah, he's done a good job of just saying nothing. Well done, Lee. Right, so we have this week at Fuji GP. And thank you, Zom. It is kind of me to give out these opportunities, I know. I definitely do my bit for FTRL, I'll tell you. It's been 7 years of this. I still can't shake him off.
Never.
Yeah, so week number 8. So the final week of the season is next week. And then that will shape. So that's the Drivers' Championship done. Witchell, I believe, has pretty much already bagged this championship, which we'll go over in a little while. But the Teams Championship, we obviously have the grand finale in 2 weeks, so really looking forward to that. But in normal circumstances, Mike, it is Fuji, so Tom is normally pretty quick here. This is like his go-to track. However,
yeah, this is my Dragon Trail.
No, you can't say that, Mike, because Tom can drive this track.
Wow.
There is no, this is your... You're acting like you're dominant at Dragon Trail. The only thing you dominate is the barriers and the steward's time.
Yeah, the Dragon Trail Seaside for me is my testing track. This is Tom's testing track. That's what I mean.
Right, okay. You should have clarified it. I'm on edge. It's been a long time. And I can't be bothered with your shit. Can everyone hear Mike all right? Or is the game volume too loud? Or what's the crack? Hello, Unsafe Release. Hello, Feber. Hello, Royston. Hello, Zom. Hello, Bread. Sorry, howdy, partner. We'll go with that. That's gone well, hasn't it? A couple of stand-ins tonight, Mike. We've got Switchback, which is going to go well. He's standing in for Sparks, I want to say. No, I'm lying.
No, I believe he's in for Derek.
He's in for Derek. No, Derek doesn't race in GT1.
No, he doesn't. That's all right.
Who's
he in for?
Rom, that's it. God's sake, I was testing you and you got it wrong. Biggles, Chubbs, SBY, Wheel Panda, Blue Flag. So Oven is racing for Dominic.
Yep.
Turn Mikey way down, everyone's saying. And Joker is racing for Sparks. And Pagani is racing for no one, really, because he's just not very good. But yeah. So, Mike, if I gave you £6.32, who would you put that £6.32 on for this race?
I think the previous part of the season, you probably say Witchell, but I think because this is Tom's, as you say, this is like Tom's baby track. I'd like to say I see a Tom win tonight. It's just difficult to look past Witchell.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I feel like we're going to see a couple of upsets tonight. I tell you who, one person I'm gonna go out on my shield a little bit here, and I reckon that Mr. Panda might be quite handy round here tonight. I'm not saying he's going to win, but I feel like he's going to have a good race tonight. I feel like that's going to happen.
I've heard whisperings that the GTR is the better track around here. That traction apparently is a lot better in that GTR than it is the Gia.
Yeah, I mean, I think Will's pretty good. Will's normally pretty good in sort of difficult circumstances, if that makes sense. He was the same on things like F1 when he used to play that. He was pretty good in like testing environments. But has there been any time set yet? No, there hasn't. So the guys come
mean-
around to do their first flying lap.
You know, allegiances aside, I'd love to see Panda do well tonight.
Yeah, of course. Is there anybody you would like to see not do well? Ross?
I mean, everybody knows I hate Ross, but
Yeah.
that's on stream now, isn't it? Crap.
Yeah. Who's in the chat? Let's have a look. Peteman's in the chat. Hello, Pete. I really like you. You're a good man. Fat Dane. Hello, hello, hello. I'm assuming that's aimed at me. Ron back on comms. Yep. Nice to see you, Dane. Derek's in there. Watch your mouth, Aaron. He's part of the legend. Fever, don't you won a championship? Don't you start piping up now? Hey, you're still in GT2 for 2 weeks, so calm down. Unsafe Release can say whatever he wants because I'll just smack his bum. And SBY's told me in the strictest confidence he's got this one nailed. I mean, I'll be honest, Pete. I've seen him racing around with his headset on and all the chaos that happens, and I can't see it going well. I hope it does because I love Sean. He's one of my personal favourites in this world. But defending my mates, defend me, Fever. Defend me. Well, the switchback's coming with a very competitive 2-minute one, which is about 3 seconds off everyone else at the moment.
We've kind of got Lee Cole on pole.
Yeah, give it time. Give it time. Well, you've got Witchell in second and Bitchell in third. For anybody that doesn't know, I refer to T. Smith as Bitchell. Obvious reasons.
I'll take
Witchell's
your switchback
bitch.
201 and raise you an oven to a 2031.
I mean, Will did a 206, so he's only 8 seconds off. Are they all on inters? Oh, I forgot that you got people in the stream that will probably want all the technicalities. You probably haven't heard me do commentary before.
From Sean.
What was you going to call him then?
Sibby.
Sibby, right, okay. Everybody's on intermediates. So
Yeah, but it's creeping into that wet zone.
yeah, I've heard whisperings, should I say, or mutterings, or gentle, delicate words that the rain might stop right at the end of qualifying, so we might see some quicker laps, should I say. I think the way that it's been described to me by Mr. Smith is that it's just going to be very kind of icy for the entire evening. So, yeah, it should be good fun. I'm quite looking forward to it. And I've not really had the chance to commentate on this lot before, because normally I'm at the front of this grid.
Usually a part of it.
Yeah, normally at the front of this grid. T. Smith goes quickest 1:57.9, and Witchell cannot beat it. Ooh. I mean, there's still plenty of time to go, so I wouldn't worry too much. Blue Flag, he had a good week at Suzuka last week, so he's due a bad one. He's due a bad one. Captain Chubbs. I mean, look, let's face it, Chubbs is going to qualify well, and then he's going to absolutely send turn 1. So I'm quite looking forward to that as well.
I can see turn 1 being a bit carnage.
Anybody that's behind Lee and or Blue Flag at the start of the race, just all bets are just heavily against them to do well. And Sean. I mean, can you throw Sean into that mix? No, Sean's quite funny to race against because you have no idea what's about to happen. I quite enjoy racing Sean. Graham P7. Biggles P8. Everyone loves a bit of Biggles, don't they?
On board with Tom and lighting up the rears, or just the slightest touch of the throttle.
Can I say, I'm really uncomfortable with how weird you sounded then when you said that bit. Lighting up the rears.
I'll try and make it less sexual next time.
I felt like I was listening to Mike's station. If you go to Mike's YouTube channel, he's watching the race with nothing but a phone and a bikini on.
At least you're getting it for free.
Eh? It's a talking ironing board, that's what it is.
And that was my ex.
Whoa! Everyone's saying creepy Mike's come out. Here we go. Owen's in the chat. Good evening, Owen. Is it? Oh God, I can't read that one out, Fever. Well, I suppose I can.
Fever, that's a negatory. Yet.
Pagani, what do you reckon? Is he washed or just? Oh, is that it now?
I don't think you can call Pagani washed, not until he's had another season like he has. He seems to be struggling since.
I mean, I was joking. You've taken this seriously.
No.
Oh, Pagani, I don't have that.
We all know that
Wow.
Pagani's faster than what he's shown this season. We all know that.
Let's see. Let's listen to you get yourself out of this hole, Mike.
I've got my bucket and spade ready.
Can't call him that.
But I think he's struggled since moving over to PS5. With the difference in controller, it is a bit of a different feel.
It is. To be fair, Pagani is on. I will say he's always raced on pad, Pagani. But I know how he feels. It took me ages to find the right kind of settings for GT on my pad when I was on there. Yeah, so I do get it. I do get it. It might sound stupid, but I do get it.
He'll get back to his pace, 100%.
Yeah. Now I can see it starting to calm down, weather-wise.
Joker and Panda are set at exactly the same time.
Have they?
Oh, Pagani jumps up to third.
There we go. Oh, he's not far behind Witchell.
Oh, that's a close top three, isn't it?
Yeah, 2/10. The switchback would say. Where is switchback? Last, of course. Down the bottom.
Top 5 are currently separated by 4 tenths, and then you've got a half a second gap to blue flag.
Yeah, I want to very quickly take the opportunity to mention, for those that have been in FTRL for a period of time, you'll be familiar with my grandfather, old Grandad Bob, who's watched the streams every single week, whether I'm racing or commentating or not. Has done for ever since we started, which has been approaching 7 years. Yesterday, he finally had some major surgery on the top of his back / bottom of his neck, and he was able to have that operation, which, like I said, it was major surgery, come through the other side. Everything's all okay. There was risks all attached to it and stuff, and it was all quite scary and whatever, and I know how petrified he was, and they messed him around for a very long time, but he's finally back home. And no doubt, I don't know whether we'll be watching tonight, but I just wanted to say publicly that it's nice to have you back, mate. We all love you, and pleased you're home safe and sound. So that's my serious part done out of the way.
Yeah, here. Yeah, great news, mate. Really pleased.
I've got Ed Miliband in the fucking party with me, have I? What's that about? Here.
I don't know.
God, mute yourself for a minute, Mike. Let me take over. Sorry about that, everyone.
I'm sorry.
Ruined a moment. It's me trying to tell my granddad how much I love him, and Mike's going, here. Just get a bit of paper and wave it at your telly, Mike. That'll help. Idiot. Right. I can't believe he's just done that. Here. I can't believe that's the stupidest. No, it's not. That's in the top 3 stupidest things you've done.
It's not my proudest moment.
That's,
to be honest.
so what? Oh, God, you wait till everyone hears this back. Right, SBY's gone pole. Fucking here. I'm sorry, I'm not having that.
The track must be ramping up.
It's really throwing me off. I was trying to share a nice moment there.
Oh dear.
Right, these times are going down. I need to concentrate. SUY is currently on pole, 154 flat. We're getting close to soft tyre territory in terms of the weather bar in the bottom left. There will be a dry line appearing. However, I think it would be an incredibly brave call for anybody to try and do that at the end of qualifying. Lee's gone 2 seconds. Yeah, 152 flat.
They're going to start flying in now.
There we go. Witchell, 156. 151.6, sorry. Tom 152.1. Who else is coming around? Who's that about to cross the line? Biggles. How's Biggles going to get on? Biggles goes P4. Oh God, they're all crossing the line here. How's Sean going to do? Is he going to improve again and go back onto provisional pole? He might do. No, he's not. He's going to go 2 tenths behind Witchell. 150.18. Ross is up to P3.
This could very well just come down to whoever crosses the line last, you know.
I honestly think that's what it's going to be. So we've probably got, what, 2 more laps in here? For most of these guys. Joker's up to 3rd.
Pagani's into the 49s.
There we go. 49.9 for Pagani.
For a second and a half quicker than Witchell, so it's ramping up quick.
Pagani's going to be, I think, I know he'll get round. It could be close. This could be Pagani's last lap. Could be. He might get another one for him. He's 6.5 tenths up in the first sector. Let's go round.
Who's in prime position at the moment to take the last?
I think those guys that are going round, yeah, who are just starting the coming to the second sector. So Lee's about to cross the line again. No doubt this will come down quite a bit more. God, that track really has dried, isn't it, in a couple of laps. Lee's going to be in 47s, 48, 49 flat.
49 flat.
Who's that? Witchell's now gone 47.9, 1.1 seconds quicker. Where's Mr. Smith? He's pulled out off the way. I think he's done something wrong or trying to get a bit of space, possibly.
Setting himself up for a last flyer.
Yeah, we'll stay on board a blue flag as he's going to be the last of this little gaggle of cars. And everyone's going to be gearing up now for their final lap of qualifying, to my knowledge. It really genuinely could be anybody. Preheated ovens have gone second, third. SPY has now gone pole, 147.8. Panda 147.7.
Go on, Will.
Where is Pagani? Pagani is here, P9. Right, he's going to cross the line and he's going to go, I'm assuming, quickest. No, he doesn't. He goes fourth, 148 flat. So we are now, everybody will now be on their final laps. I think, is it Chubbs, you say, that last one there? No, it's T. Smith.
He's waited that long to get the final lap. Smart play.
Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what.
He needs to nail it.
I'm going to stay on board with Mr. Smith for this final lap. We can all see the times coming in the old in the top left. Let's go on board with Tom.
The first person to cross the line will be Lee, so I'll keep an eye on. Like you say, it's going to pop up anyway, but
Tom is 8 tenths up in the first sector, but it wasn't purple. The man who absolutely loves Fuji, does all of his testing here. The Witcher 145.7. That will be it for those guys, though, I believe.
Yep. They're all crossing the line and they've got their hazards on. They're done.
Tom's very wobbly.
That's a bit rude.
No, I'm comfortable. Tom, just under 3 seconds up on his time. He's going to have to find... Well, on his time, he's still not purple.
So he's got to find another 3 seconds.
Ross 47 flat. Oven beats him. SPY, Panda 145.9. Panda's only 2 tenths off pole.
Yep.
It's been a very clean lap here from
James
Tom.
In for Dominic, sitting up in 4th.
Yeah. Well, where's Pagani going to go? I think he's the first of this last little group now. This has been pretty clean, this from Tom. Pagani 45.9, he just misses out, P2. Joker 147.3. Switchback 147.8. T. Smith to the line. It's not pole, it's P4. There we go. So Witchell, I believe that is, on pole. And there we go. Witchell, Pagani on the front row. Panda, a really good qualifying session in P3. There we go. I should be a tipster, shouldn't I? FTRL tipster. T. Smith in P4. Captain Chubbs P5. And SPY 6th. Oven 7th with Ross in 8th. Graham P9. Biggles 10th. Lee Cole down in 11th. Joker 12th. Blue Flag 13th. And Zach in P14. And 35 lap race to go. Changing conditions. Is money still on Witchell?
I'm going to throw it out. I'm going to say that Tom's going to win this. I think he'll come from P4 and I think he'll win this. I think Witchell will get on the podium. I think Witchell will get on the podium, but I think Tom, Pagani, Witchell. Not necessarily in that order. But a combination of those three.
Yeah, I mean, if Chubbs can keep it clean, he's shown before he's stupidly quick when he wants to be. So it's going to be tough. It's really, really hard to call. I think the only one we can safely rule out is Zach. Anybody that thinks I'm being horrible clearly doesn't know Zach and me.
Just FTRL in general, if I'm honest. That's what it's all about.
Well, there we go.
Okay. What predictions we got in the chat?
Yeah,
Get
let us
them
know,
in, guys.
everyone. Yeah, we're getting ready for lights out. 35 laps of my voice.
And FYI, Zach spinning on lap 1 is not a prediction.
Right. Okay. Right, lights out. And away we go. Pagani seemed to react a bit quicker than Witchell. And he's going to get up alongside pretty quickly as Pagani's already in the race lead. T. Smith's had a lightning start and he's going to challenge Witchell into turn 1 as well. Is Witchell going to concede position? Yes, he does, I think. So T. Smith from...
So early.
There we go. Everyone's through kind of clean. It's all very slow. No wonder I used to win in this division all the time. Everyone's through pretty clean. It's not been a bad start. Pagani a little bit wide. T. Smith going to try and go around the outside of Pagani and try and inherit the race lead, which he does for now. Pagani seems to concede. There we go.
Yeah.
Pagani will be comfortable.
I've had a little twitch there. Jeez.
Yeah, Biggles up to P4. Absolute demon. Panda P5. He's lost a couple. About to lose another one to Sean, possibly. But everyone's through pretty clean at the start. Blue Flag's not had the best one.
It's been a sensible start.
Great start from Tom. P4 to P1.
He needed that.
What Witchell doesn't want to do is allow... Pagani's massively sideways. Witchell doesn't want to allow Tom too much of a gap. Because we saw last time at Autopolis in the wet, Tom absolutely dominated that race and it wasn't even close.
It was one of the largest wins in FTRL history, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, big slide coming out of that turn.
Yeah, Biggles is all over the back of Witchell and Pagani. So he's had a really promising start to the race.
Yeah.
Team Sneak Cars in P3 and 4. So they're going well.
They'd like to think though that Biggles ain't going to challenge Witchell too much because obviously it'll slow him down, but it's been a good start from Biggles.
Well, Witchell pulls to the inside trying to make an overtake on Pagani. The two BMWs heading down towards turn 1 to start lap number 2. The gap is 2.1 seconds to Tom, well basically 2.1. Pagani I don't think will give this up too easily. Could be wrong. Pagani goes later on the brakes to cover off Witchell. Gets it stopped. Lovely. Very nice. I thought Pagani would brave that, and he has done so. Tom's going to be chuffed seeing that. Yeah, Witchell putting Pagani under all sorts of pressure here.
Switch back up to 11th. Had a good
Witchell
start.
ran the outside of Pagani.
I don't know what's happened to Chubbs, but he's at the back with Graham.
Right.
That's 6 seconds off the back. So
Witchell. Witchell massive slide. He's managed to save it. Unless he was just putting over that far, but it looked like a slide to me. I don't know. I'm rubbish at this. Yeah, Biggles really good start. Panda P5. He's now settled in. Sean SPY is with him, and Ross having a bit of wiggle behind him. Ross has made it quite clear that it's Black Friday on, obviously in general, but the FIFA packs is a chance he's going to open them on his phone every hour. And I'm not even saying that for comedic effect. He has told me that he's going to do that. So
that's just typical Ross.
Yep. Joker in P8, Lee Cole P9, Oven in 10th, Switchback 11th, and Blue Flag just behind. He has caught up to the pack pretty well. I imagine Blue Flag's going to have a good race here. He tends to go pretty well in the wet weather, from memory, so... Yeah, Graham and Chubbs have not had an ideal start to this race.
No, Chubbs is now 10 seconds off the back.
Yeah. Well, Witchell's gained a 10th and a half on Tom this lap.
I don't think that'll worry Tom too much.
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so. 158.1 by Witchell, 158.2 by Tom, so not too much to worry about. Pagani has been... Oh no, he hasn't. I thought he'd been passed by Biggles, but he hasn't. Biggles has now got Panda for company as they approach turn 1. SPY still interested. Let's go on board with Oven. With all those assists on. Oh, James, I'm disappointed with that.
Chubbs has got one on as well.
Yeah, one. He's got four.
Has James got all four on?
I don't know. He might as well let the AI drive for him.
He hasn't got counter steer assist. I think that's what that one is. Oh, he has. Oh.
Madness. To be fair, Phoebe, you say that. Didn't you do about 5,000 miles in your BMW this year? But to be fair, mate, it's what wins your championships. Chubbs win inbound. You heard it here first, is what Pine said. Pine, I'm going to throw it out there, mate, and say I'm not sure. Listen, if he does, then fair play. If he does, it'll be one of the best drives I've seen from here. But
He's not
fingers crossed. No, but I mean, he's very quick. Is Chubbs, and we've seen in the rain people can make a lot of mistakes, so don't count him out yet. T. Smith has gained half a second on Witchell on this lap.
Yep. And Witchell's pulled about 3 seconds on Pagani this lap as well.
Yeah.
So.
Hashtag Witchell washed. Get it trending.
In Chubbs we trust. There's a line.
In Chubbs we trust. There we go. Biggles and Panda. Everyone's closing in on Pagani. Yeah, I know, Fever, I know. I'm only joking, mate. Must say, a public congratulations to you, mate. It was wonderful to have you back on the grid, and you were superb this season. So, well done on your GT2 championship. I'd like to say that publicly, mate. I was very pleased for you.
James down the inside of Joker at turn 1.
Yeah, and Mike wasn't. That's why he's not congratulated you there, Fever. Look, he texted me after the race last night and said he's really pissed off that you won, Fever. So,
I think Fever should know that's not me.
Well, I don't know, Mike. You did say here earlier on.
Oh no, that wasn't my best moment. Let's forget that now, can we?
You know that's not going to happen. You know full well. You should change your name to FTRL _here.
No, that's never going to happen.
Tom's had a massive slide, and Witchell was now 1.9 seconds away. So the half a second that he gained on Witchell last lap, or the Witchell lost to Tom, should I say, has automatically come straight back to him. And he's gone purple, so he's having a good lap, is Witchell. Tom's randomly now found half a second for those couple of corners. Witchell's not had the best of run. Seems to be pushing.
I'm glad I'm not racing in these conditions. I struggle enough on a dry track.
Yeah, I mean, look, you said it, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't, you would have.
Look, just unnecessary that.
Or someone in the chat would have.
People think I'm horrible to you, Mike, and I'm only horrible because you should see what you text me all the time. Honestly, lads, every day I'm getting abuse from him. So, and Biggles is up to third, Pound is up to fourth, and Pagani is about to be overtaken by Lee or possibly SPY.
This is extreme, potentially both.
Yeah, this is he's had a moment somewhere because he's lost just over 2 seconds this lap. And if there's two drivers you don't want behind you going into a corner, it's Lee and SPY. And I mean that out of love and respect, because they are just, as soon as they're in your mirrors, I just immediately crap my pants because I think, oh, please don't let me lose positions to these, because then I'm not just not going to get past. And Ross behind.
Biggles in third. He's going really well. It's great to see.
Ross higher up the grid than usual, P8. And FTRL assists in P9. And Blue Flag has got past Switchback and Joker, now back up into the top 10. Jordan in the chat saying no idea how they race no traction in this weather. It's not too bad. I think if you race on no traction in general, once you do a few laps and whatnot, and you just have to be very gentle. It's a bit easier to save the slides and whatever on this game compared to what the previous one was. Like as much as you will slip out quite easily, it's a lot easier to save it. So yeah, this is a massive train. Look at this. Proper FTRL train, and
yep.
Panda is at the front of it. Lee has got past Pagani, and SPY is 9th, so I'm not sure what's happened.
So it's from fourth all the
Oh,
way down to
SBY
11th.
sending it up the inside. Ross has got up to P7. Oven's going to take a look back at SBY. It's proper FTRL train. What's the gap at the front? 2.7.
FTRL train.
Yeah.
He's got a good run on wheel here.
Pulls
to the inside.
Yeah.
Mm.
A wheel later on the brakes. There we go, move done. Will won't fight that too much. He's a very sensible driver. Fair play to Biggles, he's going well.
He's going well. He's being caught by the train, but he's still going very well. He hasn't got to worry about that.
It's a marvellous train, this, isn't it? Yeah, Fever making a good point. It's about we're going to start reaching. I think they did 8 laps in qualifying, and the times came right down. So we're going to start to see that, and I think it gets wet again later in the race. Pagani half-second penalty, and he's only 1 second ahead of Ross. So he's going to be in the clutch of Ross going down that main back straight.
That big wiggle from Ross coming out of that corner, though, may have just helped him. So he's now almost 1.7 seconds ahead.
Indeedy. Wilfred Indeedy.
T. Smith's got the gap up to almost 4 seconds now.
Yeah, I think if we look at the lap times this one round, I reckon there might be a bit of a difference between the two because the previous there isn't that much.
And the tyre wear is non-existent. In terms of fuel, they're pretty much level.
Yeah, you'll see that tyre wear start to go down once the track starts to dry out though with the intermediates and stuff. Yeah, Biggles. Oh, I thought he was going to pit them for a minute. I had a weird feeling that Biggles was going to pit.
Yeah, Tom made up a second in that lap over Tom Witchell. Yeah,
everybody please do like the stream for us, that'd be much appreciated for this. Normally I'd be
of James.
a bit more excitable, but I'm just generally quite intrigued by this race.
It's a strategic one, isn't it? It's waiting for it to all play out into the last kind of like 5 to 10 laps.
Ross is wide, James has gone through. What's the crossover from? Do you mean like when is it, Jordan, or like how do you tell? Let me know, mate, and I can give you answers either way. Yeah, blue flag up to P9, good spot.
It's going well.
Joker and SPY are now going at it. So Sean's really fallen down the order. There must have been a level of contact somewhere, possibly. Hello, Leonard.
Because I know that Sean obviously races on in VR. I can't imagine it's pleasant in the rain.
No. I mean, it must be fun, but it must be horrific at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, the front two have got a big old gap, and Biggles has gone very wide at the final corner, and Lee is up to P3, and Biggles could be about to lose another position to Panda, who's gaining time on him, going down the straight.
Are we getting anybody pitting in this? Oh, I think we've got Pagani in the pits. No, we haven't. It's a fake.
He's defending, I think, yeah. How do you tell? Right, Jordan, you see where the tyres are on the bottom left? So you've got the intermediates and then you've got all 4 tyres. There's a bar next to it on the left-hand side. So as you look at it, where the little white block is moving, up to the first line, where it is now, pretty much where it's sat at, that's anything under that, it's classed as like dry tyres. The middle block is intermediates, and then once it goes past that last line, it's then into the wets, and it will go a bit blue. You'll see it. So what you got to take into consideration though is that just because the track starts to dry up, like where you see Lee's gone out there, it's still very wet out there. So if you do go onto dry tyres, if you touch the wet part of the track on dry tyres, you cannot stop the car. It is horrific. So if you are going to go onto dry tyres, you have to absolutely perfect every part of your lap whilst the track is drying out, because otherwise you will just be off the track. You can see it like fluttering around, if that makes sense.
So, I know on the previous lap we said I thought Pagani may have been going into the pits. I actually think what he was doing wasn't necessarily defending. I think he was finding the wet line.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Yeah,
I just saw Oven was 2 tenths behind him, so he was probably just not wanting to concede maybe as quickly as... Yeah, Biggles is struggling at that final corner.
And Smith is in the pits. So is
Both
Mitchell.
of them are in, yeah.
Nicole looks like he's going to go for another.
Yeah, Lee goes, Biggle goes, Will goes. Oven Pagani's coming in. And who's that behind him? Blue flag also in. So 4 cars in the pits.
Graham's
What
in
are
as
they going
well.
on to? It shows them we come out. Witchell's on softs. And T. Smith has put mediums on. So the guys can only use 1 set of soft tyres as per normal. So even though it's been changeable conditions, they can still only use 1 set.
Witchell was, what you were saying about the soft tyre being on the wet line. Witchell was super careful through turn 1 because he was all very clear, nearly onto the wet line.
Yeah,
like
hope that made sense, Jordan. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that made sense, mate.
Biggles is late on the brakes, but when they were a bit wide, and he's got Panda and Lee Cole behind him.
Yeah, just watching this little scrap for P6 as well. Switchback, SPY and Joker. Joker with a double switchback around the outside. Moved on an SPY. Yeah, Witchell has got just about a half a tank of fuel. And Tom has fueled up to 3/4, so the time that Tom has lost, he will gain back on the next pit stop. So if he can have a good stint here, and maybe Witchell can make 1 or 2 mistakes, we shall see. Where's Pagani? Pagani's lost position to Blue Flag, who's his teammate, and he must have made an error somewhere, possibly touching that wet bit of track. Panda's into the pits. Biggles and Lee carry on.
Out.
Yep.
Yeah. They want to be careful here as well, losing time fighting. They've done that pretty cleanly, to be fair. Ross has stayed out as well, so has Zach, Joker, Sean, and then they've got Witchell breathing down their necks.
Yeah, Biggles and Lee. It's an interesting one from those guys. They're just trying to stay on the wet part of the track. We've seen people do that before. What's the gap? Witchell's only 9.9 seconds away. Joker's going to force him out wide slightly. It's not going to give up the position too easily. Joker's still going for it. Fair play. Absolutely entitled to do so, but I imagine Joker will get him. Witchell will get him on the brakes here. Joker tries to go around the outside of him, but to no array. T. Smith was a 2:04 on that lap, so T. Smith has lost a little bit more time. I think Lennon, it's due to rain again towards the end of the race, to my knowledge.
The lead was chopping and changing quite a lot during that lap, but Biggles went deep at that hairpin at the bottom of the track, and Lee Cole now has a 2.2 second lead.
Yeah, Ross and so Witchell and Switchback again side by side down the start-finish straight. Switchback is carrying on the intermediates. How far is T. Smith? So T. Smith has just passed SBY. Joker's next on his hit list, but he's definitely lost a little bit of time to Witchell, which, to be fair, you would expect, given that Witchell's on the softs. I think Tom might have hoped that Witchell would have more of a tough time getting past.
It's all going to come down to who pits at the right point.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Right, let's go to Whittle because he's got Ross to get past next. I can't imagine Ross will fight too hard. He might do, I don't know. Yeah, Whittle goes round the outside. Ross, a little nudge. Whittle's on the wet part of the track. And Ross goes back ahead.
The awkward thing is for Whittle is he doesn't want to find that wet line because he's gone.
Oh, he's off. Oh, he's been reset as well.
Reset. That's a dangerous
Oh, and
thing,
he's cut in front of Joker. Big contact.
Yeah, he caught that. The curb on the outside, and I think he may have even slightly touched the grass. Spat him out.
It's the first time for everything, eh? Well, joking. I'm only joking. Joker goes wide at the penultimate corner, and T. Smith goes through. Not sure whether there was any contact or whether Whittle just Joker just outbroke himself a bit there, but Tom is going to be delighted with that. With whatever way around that happened.
Yep, certainly helps.
So, right. The leaders. So Lee and Biggles have are carrying on. It seems to be getting a little bit darker again. So I think these guys are maybe trying to gamble on the weather staying the same here. Let's have a look. So switch back P3 going pretty well. He's ahead of Ross. Whittle now back on the back of Ross. Goes down the inside and sweeps straight through.
Yeah, not much Ross could do there really.
No.
Ooh, big snap from Ross.
Yep. Whittle's going to be a man on a mission now. And Ross and T. Smith going at it. T. Smith to the inside. Ross probably can't defend this, I wouldn't have thought. He's going to try. Yeah, recognises that's not his battle through that corner. Right, so I mean everyone's still pretty close together in fairness. We're about a third of the way through the race. It's difficult to see who's in the best position as well at the minute. It's definitely getting darker again, Mike.
It's intriguing about what Lee and Biggles are doing. Biggles is a little bit wide coming at that final corner. And he's still trying to obviously pick up that wet line, but it is, yeah, like you said, it's getting much darker.
Yeah, Biggles moves out the way for his teammate, lets him through. Whittle fastest up of the race, 141.8. T. Smith 142 flat. So there's only 0.2 between them. Let's switch backwards, 8. 0.2 indeed.
Now, every now and again you get like a bit of a glitch in these streams, don't you, where obviously usually you can only see kind of like the track map, where on Biggles I can see the weather radar. Now I don't know whether it's glitched and whether it's not showing me the accurate representation, but I'm not seeing any rain at the moment, so whether that's actually accurate or not, I have no idea.
Yeah, not sure. T. Smith round the outside of Biggles, can't do much about it, and he's got 3 seconds to Whittle in front of him, which he would definitely make up in the pits on fuel. I can tell you that much for free. Lee Cole is now really struggling on those inters. The tyres do not look fun at this stage, and you just wonder whether Lee's made the right decision here, staying out. I mean, it may be due to rain again soon, but yeah, Lee's tyres are just completely dead.
Biggles is struggling on those as well.
Yeah,
100%. He's struggling to keep it on track at the moment.
Yeah, Oven on the softs, who's going to soon be up into P4, I think. Panda going around the outside of Ross. There's contact through the final corner, but Panda around the outside. I don't think that was anything too intentional from Ross there or from Will.
James up the inside at the final corner and now bounds himself into P4.
Yeah, I just saw that happening in front of me.
Lee Cole in the pits. Be interesting to see what he goes on to.
Switch back, not going to make a move there. But yeah, James doing really well in P3. Definitely the right call to follow those guys in. Pagani, meanwhile, P7. He's not having the best of times at the minute. Blue flag down in 13th. So he's pitted again.
Lee Cole has pitted for another set of intermediates.
He must know something that we don't. It looks like it's going to rain within a couple of laps. 16, 17, I reckon. Somewhere around there.
I think if you're Lee, you're hoping so.
Yeah, of course.
Because
I mean, I'll be honest, Mark. I'd worry if he didn't hope for rain with intermediates on.
You never know with some of us.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But yes, let's. Yeah, it's an interesting one from Lee. He gets passed by Joker as well. Lee can only hope, I suppose, when these guys all have to go in and they start to struggle from the softs to inters and how long that lasts. Lee should really start to thrive at that point. However, he's going to get quite a lot of wear on his tyres for the next couple of laps, and I think that will ultimately not do him
the world of good.
The world of good.
T. Smith in the pits. Is he going for a soft stint?
I don't know. Interesting from Tom.
Yeah.
He's fueling up again. A lot of them are in the pits. See what they come out on. T. Smith looks like he's fueling right. Whitchell still carried on. Oh, I just saw a bit of rain.
Tom's on the intermediates.
Starting to rain again. There we go. Wow.
So this could play into Lee's hands a bit.
I mean, I know that the guys have put a lot of practice in over the last few days, so maybe they've done a few race runs and they're just sort of guessing from when it starts to rain. Yeah, fair play to Lee indeed. If it is, however, like I said, if you look at the tyre difference between Tom and Lee, I know that the inters don't wear all that much, but it's going to be Lee will feel that.
And Sean's out there as well in second on
the inters. Yeah, you can see the rain dropping again. Whitchell 34.5 seconds. Is he going to box this lap? It looks like he's going to.
Yep, he's in.
Yeah, he boxes. He's only got 22 litres of fuel in his car as well, and Tom had a lot more and he fueled up.
Keep an eye on to see how far Whitchell fuels up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You keep an eye on that. I'm gonna keep an eye on Tom. I think. Oh, someone's had a wobble. Who has had said wobble? It is Joker on the soft tyres. Yeah. So I think if Whitchell went round one more time, that would have been good night, sweetheart. I think.
Whitchell's currently at 3/4 of a tank, still going.
And T. Smith.
So he's got
Whitchell's
about,
coming out of the pits
I'd say
here.
80%.
86 it said on mine. And Whitchell's at turn 1 and he's got quite a gap on T. Smith. T. Smith again has fueled up. He did fully fuel up.
Yep. So you'd like to think of one more pit stop and that gap will close.
It's all down to this stint really, isn't it? So any mistakes will be very costly indeed.
These drivers now got to get back into the rhythm of driving in the wet, where they've been driving, pretty nicely on the softs for a little while.
Yeah.
We'll try and get back into that groove.
Let's see, there's a few packs down the order. So Chubbs has recovered. I mean, he's not got very good tyres at the moment, should I say. And he's got a freshly rubbered Panda in front of him.
Yeah, he's still going to struggle on those tyres.
Yeah. So don't take that out of context. Oh yeah, there's quite an FTRL train. So other than P5 on fresh intermediates, he's going well. Quite a big gap to Tom. However, Lee is going well. Witchell's obviously got past him fairly quickly.
Interestingly, we have one driver that's on the wet. Blue flag.
Yeah. Well, technically, if you look at the radar on the bottom left, it's...
Yeah. I find it interesting that he's the only driver that's decided to do that. He's trying something different. Could be worth it.
Yeah, well, SPY is your current race leader. He's not going to be for much longer because he will definitely need to pit on those tyres. That's a good point from Derek. If it dries up later, Tom still has the softs up his sleeve, whereas Witchell doesn't. And obviously, if Witchell does go on to the soft tyres again, unfortunately, that is a big old DSQ. Which is not ideal for anybody, Michael.
No, especially not for Team Sneak.
Yeah.
One a little bit spaced out at the moment. Closest one's probably Switchback and Biggles. Oh,
Yeah,
Pagani's had a big had an off. Turn 1.
Yeah, he's not going too well at the minute. Pagani Ross is likely going to go past him here, I think.
Yeah.
SUI have to go for wets, Lemon says. I don't think so. I think he'll stay inters. We are now at halfway through the race. Ross has had a massive tank slapper. Oh dear. I'm pleased I've got that on the stream. Oh no, Ross. Shouldn't have been open. To be fair, I hope you packed something good when you spun, though. Oh no, Ross. That's far from ideal, isn't it? I'm pleased I got that on the stream. Witchell going for the race lead, and they've both got past SPY. Witchell's gone wide at the last corner, and Lee has gone through to take the race lead. Witchell's going to switch straight back on him, though, and probably regain it down into turn 1. So,
but the traction from that Nissan is so much better than from the BMW.
Yeah.
Drives the slipstream, he pokes out.
Lee won't give this up easy, I wouldn't have thought. He'll want to try and hold on to the race lead, which he does. Witchell doesn't go through. Witchell tends to make his moves around this sort of long right hairpin in a minute.
Tom's now got the gap down to 6.5, so I think Lee battling with Witchell's definitely helping him. Watching Witchell go around this turn is a throttle inputs are so minute.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? T. Smith is 6.6 seconds behind. So, I'm very intrigued by this. Lee has been having a great race so far, you are correct. Maybe that little bit of wear on the tyres has done him good. I can't see why it would have done, but it has, by the looks of things. Can you just keep an eye on the gap between Tom... So Tom is currently just under 6 seconds behind Witchell. And I know obviously Lee's very much in this fight as well, to be fair, but fuel wise it seems to be Tom versus Witchell. I think I'm very impressed with SPY still going.
Yeah, wondering when he's thinking of pitting next.
Yeah, switchback P7.
He's going well. He's been constantly on the train.
Yeah, Biggles P8
in this race so far. So
Panda P6. He's got.
Biggles has gone wide. That turn, that little hairpin at the bottom of the track.
Yeah.
It's been Biggles' nemesis in this race. He's gone wide there quite a number of laps.
It's difficult because you're sort of braking going downhill as well. It is not.
Oh, it's such
not
a tight
easy.
turn.
Yeah, it is not easy. I can confirm. Oh, Whittle goes deep at turn 1. Manages to get away with it. It's still everyone's still fairly close in like little groups.
Yeah.
The only one that isn't. So Oven's pretty much on his own, and so is Panda. Other than that, everyone else kind of has somebody very close to them.
Oh, big slide from Sean. Tom goes through to third.
Yeah. Oh, Sean's still off the track. That is not
Yeah,
going well for him. That one. Those tyres are.
AstroTurf.
Yeah. Not fun. Lennon's fearful that his teammate is going to end his winning streak. Wheel users tend to go better. Yeah, I think in fairness, I think the game in general, I think is a lot more suited to wheel users. Just an opinion. It's like I said, in tyre wear and stuff, it's so much nicer. It's not as prevalent as it was on.
GT Sport.
Oh, Whittle, massive slide.
Yep.
How on earth has he caught that? I thought he was buried then, if I'm honest. I'm really impressed with Lee. He's going really well. Tom's lost about a second to Whittle here. He's not doing too well.
Lee's tyre wear hasn't really changed since the rain came in, obviously, so it's not actually affecting him that much.
Yeah, right, let's go and see what's going on. So Switchback and Biggle still going together for P7. Switchback, massive moment. He's off the track. He's managed to hold it, kind of. I've lied, he hasn't. And Biggles goes through. Oh, Switchback, massive throttle input. Oh, that was nearly huge contact. that was so nearly huge contact. Great move from Biggles.
The AstroTurf around here is very, very similar to that of Suzuka. You catch it.
Oh, that was nearly monstrous contact. Blue flag. He's not going well down there on those wet tyres. And Lee is still in the way of Whittle and success as it stands. He still can go a little bit further into this race. And those on his fuel and whatnot. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see what happens from here. 1.4 seconds.
The radar thing that I've got for Biggles is working because I can see the rain on his radar now.
Right.
I'm not seeing any change. And to be fair, I don't think I'm going to mention it anymore, purely on the basis that it's kind of intriguing not knowing.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom is he's gained a bit of time back on Whittle, so I think Whittle's maybe getting a little bit frustrated being behind Lee, and he's pushing a little bit harder than he would like to be.
Yeah, well, the gap between him and Lee now is 1.5.
This is going to be really, after these pit stops and the fuel's kind of level, this is going to be really close. Because they keep sort of like dropping half a second, then gaining half a second.
I mean, has Tom got 6.5 seconds worth of fuel over Whittle?
No, I don't think it's 6.5 seconds worth. I mean, it's going to be. So Whittle's probably on, what's that, about 55, 60? And Tom's closer to sort of 70. Tom's on about 72 litres of fuel, and Whittle's probably on about 55. So it'll be a few seconds, but I don't know whether it will be enough. So Tom's got to find a little bit of time, in my opinion. But then, like Derek quite rightly said, he has got the softs, yeah.
I did notice that Lee was a little bit wide at turn 1, but he managed to recover it, and he's a little bit wide there as well. Which was close that gap right up.
Yeah, Switchback and Biggles are still really close on track. It's hard because there's a lot of guys really close together, but not close enough to be on. I just have to stay with Whittle and Lee for a minute because of obviously for the lead of the race.
Yep. Zach's managed to pick himself up a half a second penalty.
Good job.
if you're in striking range.
Yeah, Tom 6.7. Which had a better lap.
You know it's a challenging race when even someone like Whitchell and someone like Tom aren't able to really keep it that consistent, or as consistent as they usually do. You know, Whitchell on lap 19 done a 58.1, and then on the lap earlier to that he was a second slower. So yeah, it's not easy conditions. That's why it keeps fluctuating as well. It's very difficult to work out who's actually in the best position here.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. It's really. I was sitting here for a minute ago thinking, I wonder who's favourite at this point for the race, and it just you automatically go to Whitchell, but like I said, fuel's a factor, but then it's not. It's just going to come down to that last soft stint. And well, to be fair, if Tom gets a soft stint, you would imagine that he would do, because you would think that he would have used softs otherwise on that middle stint. So
yep, Whitchell is right on the back of Lee Cole now.
Yeah,
this could be the move coming up here.
Well, Lee won't give this up easily, I can tell you that much. I don't need to tell you that, because you know it's true. Whitchell goes down the inside. Lee tries to outbrake him, but it is move done. If Lee can stay close, and Whitchell's had a really good exit, half a second or so already. Yeah, Lee's trying very hard to make that time back up. Compromises line, and Whitchell's gained another couple of tenths. Whitchell is wide.
Nice catch there by Feber. He's noticed that the wipers have stopped again, so it has stopped raining.
Yeah. Well, Whitchell 1 second as they come out the final corner. But Lee's
had a much better exit.
Lee's had a better run. Yeah, I think he's going to. It's probably going to get down to about 4.5 tenths by the end of the straight. Just over 5.
Well, not a bad guess.
Yeah, weirdly though, I can't see Whitchell pulling away from Lee at the minute. I don't know. I just feel like Lee's been driving really well. Tom is only 5 seconds behind, so he has gained time. He's gained about a second on Whitchell overall.
It's whether Lee can carry on that pressure once the track starts drying up.
Yeah, SPY impressively is still going on those worn intermediates.
He'll struggle a bit now though, with it's drying up a bit.
And we have a Tango Ice fast battle for P5 as Panda is putting Oven under lots of pressure. You like a bit of pressure, didn't you, Mike?
Oh,
you're good under pressure. Yeah. I'd like to also, for those that have all signed up for next season, where there's been 45 of you now, first of all, thank you. Very, very grateful that you've chosen to stay racing with us. Second, I'd like to thank you all also for your Mikey myths that you come up with.
No.
I'm not going to read them out because I don't want to embarrass him. I mean, I do want to embarrass him while he's here, but I won't embarrass him whilst he's here. But some of them are absolutely outstanding, and I had one of the best days of my year as a result. So thank you all very much for that. Some of them were unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. So thank you.
The Mikey myths have become somewhat of a bit of a FTRL tradition now, haven't they? Over the season.
I'll tell you what is funny, and then this is one thing that I'll quickly say, is that everyone's saying we want to know. What is very funny is when somebody new joins and they kind of read that, and I can imagine they'd sort of go, oh, I don't know what to do here. Should I get involved or should I stay away from it all? And some of them, to be fair, do give it a go, and I respect it. It does make me laugh.
Fair play.
It does make me laugh, I must say.
You've got a lot of requests to read some out.
I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, Mike, but if you're comfortable with me reading out a couple of them, then
I'll leave it up to you, bud. I'm happy either way.
Maybe I'll do one per lap for the rest of the race. We've got an intense battle for P13 between Blue Flag and Joker. Blue Flag has gone into the pits. Joker's nearly pushed him in there all the way through. I think that maybe caught him off guard a little bit.
I just noticed that as I flicked to him.
Okay, right, it's dry track.
Yep.
Can confirm.
Which hasn't really shaken off league hole here.
Yeah, see, look. League owner knowledge, that is. Well, league owner guessing. And T. Smith has reeled them in. 4.7 seconds. It was about just under 7 when Witchell first got past Lee, or when he was trying to get past Lee. So that could massively play into the hands.
It's getting into the territory.
Is Witchell going to dive in late? No, he's going to carry on. What's T. Smith
Tom's
going to do?
on the wet line.
Tom is
He's
in.
not going to pit.
Not in the pits. Can confirm. SBY is very, very quickly losing time to the two Tango Ice Fast cars behind him. He has no rear left tyre left whatsoever. So the rest of this field, from like 4th to sort of 7th, 8th, it's starting to close up again. Chubbs and...
Is Sean coming in? No, doesn't look like it. Yes, he is. He's in. Sean's in.
Oh, he sent it through there. Fair play to Sean.
It's going to promote James up to 4th. And Will up to 5th. And top 5 for the Tango Ice Fast boys. Go on, boys.
Yep. Takes me 4 seconds is the gap to Lee. 5.3 to Witchell. So Witchell's pulled out a bit of time this lap.
Witchell, bit of a scruffy corner there. I don't know whether that
yeah, he struggled with that corner. I've noticed that for a lot of the evening. First Mikey myth is that Mikey doesn't have a chin underneath his beard. It's a third fist.
I like that one. That was good.
4.8 seconds is the gap between Witchell and Tom. Are we going to see anybody dive into the pits this time around? Next Mikey myth is Mike has the hydration levels of a desert animal and his favourite doing word is staring. There's another one. So Lee decides to pit. T. Smith also does.
Yep, Witchell sticks out. Excuse me.
So Witchell does carry on. Interesting. He will definitely lose a bit of time here. I'm not sure whether that was the right call. I said Witchell has to go into the mediums. T. Smith will come out on the softs and he won't have to fuel up as much as Witchell does.
Yeah, Tom will know roughly what lap he needs to get to before the rain comes again. Here he goes. He's on the softs.
The gap going to be between Tom and Lee. Lee only puts 57 litres of fuel. Tom's up on 68 as they come out of the pits. So
all Tom needs to do is make sure he keeps on that dry bit of track.
Yep.
33 seconds or 34 seconds is the gap. Witchell struggling at that corner again.
Tom with a massive slide. Well, Oven's in the pits, Panda's in the pits. So Panda's on the mediums. Oven comes out on the mediums. Biggles on the softs. Switchback on the softs. SBY has pitted for the mediums the previous lap. And Switchback has dropped it across the track, and so has Oven. They can't park there, sir. I've never been able to do that in unison before. Good work from the lads there. Graham is now... I genuinely forgot Graham was in this race. He's kind of just been on his own, bless him.
Yeah, he had a very troublesome start to the race, but then he's just kind of been driving around doing his own thing.
Yep.
For most of it.
Witchell's in the pits.
Tom's already gained a couple of seconds on him.
Another one. Mikey is a very long-term social experiment, apparently.
I'm
sure how to take that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like more context, but you know, we move. I quite enjoyed it. Some of them are good.
Witchell's just started fueling, and Tom is coming down the pit straight.
Mitchell's on 50. How's he going to be?
Tom though takes the lead.
62.
He's getting very spicy.
Mitchell is on the medium tyres. Oh God, that is close.
Tom's in the lead.
Oh, Mitchell is not. He had a small wiggle through the first corner. And now, game on. 8 laps to go. Tom versus Mitchell. Tom on the softs, Mitchell on the mediums. At this point, you would probably favour T. Smith. Albeit, I can't imagine that Mitchell will be particularly far behind him. I will say that much. Lee in a very comfortable P3 and Biggles in a pretty comfortable P4. Panda's in 5th. SBY in 6th.
Question is, do you know anything about whether there's another rain spell due to come?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Great race for Lee tonight. Unsafe release says yes. And then, right, judging by his Gran Turismo performance, some say the fidget spinner was based on Mike's GT antics.
That's a good one.
Pagani down in a usual P10. Ross doing well in P11. Blue flag P12. Chubbs P13. Joker P14. Tom's got a 1.4 second gap to Mitchell as it stands, and Lee is 12 seconds behind. So there's pretty much.
Main question now will be tyre wear. I'm assuming Tom knows that he can get those tyres 7 laps.
I mean, all it takes is one little wobble on those tyres, but yeah, I'd be pretty confident in Tom from this position. You're forgetting he's a 10-time GT champion. He's experienced enough. If Mitchell didn't get reset, I reckon he easily wins this. Yeah, I mean he'd lost time, of course, but he didn't lose. I reckon Tom would only be 2.5 seconds behind him at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Because that would mean that he lost 4 seconds, which he didn't. I don't think he lost 4 seconds as a result. It might not have been far off that, but certainly don't think it was more than that. So, just depends. I think it would have been very, very close. Tom going very well indeed. Look at the gap between Lee and Biggles.
Been very impressed with Biggles tonight. Actually been very impressed with him over the last few weeks, to be fair. He's really picked up his pace. He's had some brilliant results.
Yeah, you've had an Ask Mikey question in the chat from Unsafe Release.
From your experience, do you rate finishing last in Division 1 higher than finishing last in Division Unsafe, I'm starting to dislike you.
New Mikey myth. Mike got put on a list when he worked at the post office for pre-licking all the stamps.
No, that's not correct. I was licking the windows.
Alright. Was that you licking the windows to put the stamps on? Right.
Potentially.
Well, Biggles is losing a little bit of time, despite being on the softs, to Panda and SBY. I think it was on his previous lap 27. Sean's going to take a look down the inside of Panda into turn 1. We got 6 laps to go. Panda manages to hold on.
This track looks like it's very, very dry. It doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon.
No. The gap is 2 seconds out in front. P3, still battles going on. It looks like a stand board of SBY and Panda for a minute. We'll give them a little watch round.
Casual Friday night drive for Lee Cole at the moment.
well, 2.6 seconds. Witchell's pushing, but I just don't think he can do much about it at the minute.
No, there's not really much he can do when Tom's on the softs around this track, especially.
Yeah, Tom was only just under a tenth away from fastest lap on that last lap as well, so he certainly is motoring. Let's go and have a look at SPY. Is he going to attack into turn 1? There was a small gaggle going on back here. Blue flag, Chubbs and Ross. He's not close enough, SPY. Can confirm. Some of these I really can't read out. I've been trying to casually scroll through it. Well, just some of them you probably just don't want me to read because they're not great. And I probably wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. Mike's application to be on Jim Will Fix It was rejected for being a bit unsavoury.
Flipping hell.
Who said that one? SPY.
I hope SPY bins it.
Who put that bread? Bread just put Mike as a knob. Very nice, is it, Mike?
Yeah. I'll take it with the love that it comes from.
Panda said, I heard Mike doesn't actually have a wheel, he just makes the noises to give himself an excuse.
No, that's actually true.
Yeah.
That's my gears.
So you could be doing anything there, you could be clicking a stapler or something.
That's just my natural tick.
Some say Ubisoft based the default character in Tom Clancy's The Division off of Mike's fashion choices.
Is that Tom?
No, that was Blue Flag.
Oh, okay. I knew it would be someone that went to Silverstone with us.
Yeah.
Definitely pulling it out for the next one as well.
Don't bring your love life into this stream, Mike, please.
Tom's looking nice and comfortable. 3-second lead out front.
Yeah.
Barring any major issues, it looks like we've got our podium sitters.
Yeah, I'm just SPY still trying to close in on Panda. Oh, here we go. Ross and Chubbs side by side in sector 1 on a completely dry track. Chubbs goes purple for the first sector. Tom has nicked fastest lap.
Yes.
Able to use all of the track now. And Ross has gone wide and Chubbs has gone through. A couple of people have said, well, one person has said that Mikey actually considered joining a band. However, there was rumours that you had a fallout with the band leader over a disagreement about baked beans.
Who the hell was that one?
That's Pine.
Lennon? No, I am actually now on wheel, mate. Been on wheel for the last few seasons.
He's not.
I am. Everybody told me to just do it, so I did it.
Mike deliberately meets up with a barrier for a coffee because he thinks it's a real person. I quite enjoyed that one. That was Oblivion.
Oh, I like that.
Zombie put a full stop. Graham is trying to close on the back of Oven.
After his start, a top 10 for Graham would be a decent result, you know.
Yeah, well, here we go. So we're on lap 32, about to start lap 33, and it's 4.1 seconds is the gap between Tom and Witchell. 4.3, 4.5. So I think even if Witchell was to be reset, I reckon they would probably be around neck and neck right now. And even at this stage, even with the tyre wear and the lap time difference, Tom's done a 38.9, Witchell has done a 39.9. You would probably still favour Tom at this stage of the race. He's done this perfectly, I think.
Yeah, Tom's pumping in fastest laps for fun now.
Yeah.
especially with the you know the lower fuel, soft tyres. It's no brainer. Yeah, Pagani's not enjoyed his night tonight, I don't think. Sitting in P10, but
Yeah, he's not enjoyed himself, has he?
no. Like I said, he'll get used to being on this new pad, and the Pagani we know and love will be back on track. And we'll be at the Pagani speed.
Yes, SPY has got past Panda. Panda must have had a penalty there because he's just lost 7.5 tenths. Yeah, Pagani's not had his best season, has he? By his own standards. Tom, 4.5 clear. The tyres will be starting to wear off now. Tom's just got to bring it home. Lee
About to come onto the penultimate lap.
Comfortable ahead of Witchell and of Biggles. SPY and P5. He's trying to close Biggles down, but I think Biggles has probably got this one in the bag, bar any mistakes. Oven is coming under increasing pressure from Graham for P7. Had a really good season as Graham. Good to see.
Yeah.
This is it. This is it. Last couple of laps. Driver of the day for you, Mike, if everything stays as it is.
I'm going to give it to Lee Cole. I would give it to Lee Cole. I think he braved it out on those intermediates. Proved to be right to do so. I know he lost a little bit of time, but battled then really well against Witchell and kept him behind for a number of laps. And he's going to bring home. Looks like he's going to bring home an easy P3.
Interesting.
Who would you give it to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much in agreement with you there. However, I would also like to say that I think Bitchell deserves a shout out for actually beating Witchell this once this season.
It took me a minute to register that.
Yeah. Yeah, Bitchell was finally about to beat Witchell. No, but joking aside, it's been a very impressive performance from the bald Mr. Smith. Has Sean underfueled? We might have done. It could be close. Panda's all over him again now, so
yeah, might have to do a bit of fuel saving.
Good spot indeed. Panda is all over him.
We've also got Graham in the red. And Chubbs. Everybody else seems to have more than enough. If Will can bring home a P5 here, brilliant race from him. You said it at the beginning of the race that he'd have a good one.
Yeah, he has had a good one here. I think it's a good sort of result. It's a good sort of race for Will. Suits him. I must admit, I thought it might be a little bit further time-wise up the road. 53 seconds away from the top two. However, it's no shame to be that far behind those guys because they are incredibly fast.
Yeah, I mean, when you think that P3 is 23 seconds or 18 seconds behind the top two, it's quite a big pace difference between those top two and everybody else tonight.
Yeah. Does this make Witchell champ? That's a good question. That is a good question. I would have thought... Hang on, let's have a look. Yes. Yes, it does, I believe. Yeah, he was quite a way ahead of Tom. Yeah, it does. So there we go. So T Smith gets the win. Sorry, I've missed that. I was reading reading the standings. 5 seconds clear of the back-to-back champion that is Witchell. Lee Cole's going to come home for a very, very, very solid P3. We all doubted him for that strategy earlier on, but it's paid off. So well done to Mr. Lee Cole. Biggles looking to come around and complete a very solid P4. Just got to navigate this last corner. SPY has got a smidge of fuel left. Panda's got a bit more than he needed, so that could have made all the difference there. But Biggles is going to bring home P4. Great result for the Sneak Boys, well done. SPY is going to hold off Will for P6. Graham has managed to get past Oven on the final lap for P7. Oven obviously P8. Switchback P9, nice and respectable. Joking aside, it's a really good performance from him. Pagani P10, not the best for Pagani tonight. He won't be too pleased. I mean, I will say he has been horrifically ill with flu all week.
That's
so
a very good point.
Is a very good point. Chubbs P11, Blue Flag P12, Ross solid P13. And I just want to say, I think I've just gone on board with Ross. It looks like it could be Tom's head on his helmet. And I'm honestly not joking.
Please tell me it is.
I wish I could see. I mean, it's a...
I'll work my way. I'll work my magic later on and just see if I can get a...
could genuinely be Tom's head. Joker P14 as well. Sorry, I missed that one out at the end there. But good result for Mr. Smith.
And that was a great race. It's very, very intriguing throughout.
Yeah, it was intriguing throughout. Sorry for the... it's been a long time since I've streamed as well, lads. I've been trying to work out bits as we've been going through the races and whatever. So, yes, apologies for that.
You've also had to carry me along.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
It's been fun.
No, it has been good. It's so we've got one more week left next week of the normal season, and we've got the grand finale week just after that. You won't want to miss that. That's going to be loads of fun. And then obviously we're going to have a couple of weeks off over Christmas, and then the new season will begin as of the first week of January. Really excited for that. Excited to share all of our plans with you. Please do bear with us because there is a lot of information that we're trying to put together for it. So again, we've taken on everybody's feedback and everything that everybody wants and everybody likes, and we're hoping for a massive W in terms of a season. You are going to be petrified when you see the grids. I can promise you that much. I will comfortably go on record and say to you that this is, without a shadow of a doubt, the fastest set of divisions we have ever had, and I would say by quite some margin as well. I think you can back me up on that, can't you?
Oh yes, from GT1 all the way down to GT3. There's some very quick boys in all three divisions now. Yes,
it's going to be good. So anyway, right, well, pleasure. Thank you for your time tonight, Mike. I much appreciate it.
You're very welcome, mate. Thanks for having me on.
And we'll, please do come and join us for the final week of the season, starting Wednesday in GT3. And then, off we go to GT2 and GT1 on Thursday and Friday. So, nice to speak to you all. Nice to do some commentary again. You probably won't hear me again until the new year. But either way, thank you all much for your support and your messages and whatnot as well. Lovely to see you all in the stream. Please do like it before you go. And any more Mikey myths, please don't wait for the sign-up forms. Just send them to me. I'm always happy to receive them. So, right, thank you all very much, and we'll see you next.